All right, hello everybody. Welcome to my little mini segment here at Touch Base. My name is Ryan Donohoe, and today I am going to be getting into a pretty broad argument, as I would say, in the whole realm of sports, mostly baseball at this point. But I'm going to be talking about specifically the NL Cy Young Awards, and then I'm really going to go into the MVP, all the awards, why they're messed up, how they should be awarded, and how they should be considered for when they are actually given to those players. First up, for the NL Cy Young specifically, it's the nominees, the finalists, are Aaron Nola, Max Scherzer, Washington National, and Jacob deGrom. At this point, it's really a two-horse race. Aaron Nola had a great year. All NL East pitchers, also, by the way, have to note, interesting. Aaron Nola had a great year. He had, by far, a career breakout year, but he's not in the race at this point. It's deGrom and Scherzer. Most people would say it's pretty much deGrom running away with the award. And I would tend to agree that I think he will win. However, does he deserve it? deGrom ended the year with a 10-9 record, 1.7 ERA, which is obviously amazing, and 269 strikeouts, whereas Max Scherzer was able to compile 18 wins and 7 losses, I believe, 2.53 ERA with 300 strikeouts on the dot. 300, I think, helps him a little bit. However, what I would like to say, at least in the scope of the award of the Cy Young, what is the measuring stick? Most people would say it's the best pitcher in their respective leagues, which is kind of hard to measure. I would say it's more what should be is the most valuable pitcher. While this may just benefit my argument for Max Scherzer, I'm biased, I'll admit it. The most valuable pitcher, I think, is what it should be. And then how they create that value, because, MVP, it's hard for a pitcher to win. It's usually the offensive player. So that NL Cy Young or the AL Cy Young is really the most valuable pitcher in that league. And I think, to be honest, it's hard to make an argument for Jacob deGrom that he was the most valuable pitcher because he wasn't able to get the wins that Max Scherzer was. While yes, his offense was much worse than Scherzer's, you have to take into effect of if you take deGrom off that team, you put in another pitcher, they're probably going to do more. They're probably going to do worse, obviously. I'm not going to get a 1.7 ERA, which is amazing. But Jacob deGrom was barely better than 500, barely better than average in the winning category, which is really what I would think is where you get all your value from as a player. So in that sense, I would give it to Max Scherzer if it really is supposed to be the MVP of the league in the pitching category. But I don't think it is. I think it's really the best player. And with a 1.7 ERA, it's hard to argue that Jacob deGrom didn't have the best season individually. Didn't have the wins, though. I hope going forward that this award is more of that MVP type discussion. I also hope that the MVP discussion is away from just the best player on the best team. I think that losing teams, honestly, it's hard for them to win it because of, like I said, they don't have that value for their team. But I think what it should be looked at is if you took one specific player off of their team, what team would be affected the most negatively? I think NBA is all kinds of screwed up. NFL, it's always quarterbacks, but obviously they're way more important than any other position and probably any other sport. But looking forward, I hope Max Scherzer wins it. Probably won't. I just hope that the NL Cy Young, AL Cy Young, all these awards kind of go in that direction of value as opposed to just individual sports, individual statistics, unless obviously they have an amazing year, which probably deGrom did. But Scherzer has my vote. I don't think he'll win. I don't think it matters. Whatever, I'm going on. Next time, we'll figure out who wins it. Probably see. It's going to be deGrom. I will get over it eventually. Thank you all for tuning in. My name is Ryan Donohoe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you all for tuning in to this episode of Touch Base.
And make sure you follow us on all social media platforms and tune in for our next episode.